Hey, it is Kaitlin Gray, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my morning journaling routine. This is the routine that I do every single day to get myself in a very mindful but also productive state so I can get everything done during the day and also not be overwhelmed and, all of those kind of other stressed out emotions. So that is what I'm going to be taking you guys through today. The first step of my journaling routine is to go into my bullet journal and do a little bit of a brain dumping session. Now, I just want to start off by throwing this out there that I am experimenting with a different type of journal for my bullet journal. I know I set up a Stalogy, but right now I'm just trying something different, so please excuse the different journal appearance there. But going into what I'm actually doing in the morning, I like to sit down every day with my journal, take a look at my weekly to-do list, cross off anything I did the day before so it's updated, and then I turn the page and directly start jotting down my daily log for the day. I find this is a great way for me to kind of start to clear my head for the day and get all of the thoughts out of there and kind of get organized regarding what I actually need to get done so that I actually know what the day ahead is going to look like. Usually this process takes about 5 to 10 minutes depending on how tired I am and how quickly my tea is kicking in. The next thing I like to do, and this is actually relatively new, is I like to go in and update my 1 line a day spread in my journal. So this is my actual bullet journal. It's kind of a long story, but I am still using this spread. And I've actually been really enjoying this 1 line a day structure, if you will, as a way for me to memory keep in my journal in a way that's really realistic for me. I am not really good at scrapbooking daily and doodling daily. It's something that I just don't get a lot of joy out of, but for me, writing 1 line a day about what happened the day before is really, really achievable, and I'm already so excited to look back on this spread and see what I wrote. I'm also updating my trackers while I'm here, since this is technically my bullet journal right now. I kind of have 2 right now, I guess. It's kind of a weird situation, but I am going in, I'm updating my habit trackers, and also just taking a look at any monthly to-do items to see if I need to start working on those today or this coming week. I really enjoy doing this kind of reflection and I guess migration process in the morning because it's just a really good way for me to kind of reflect on what's kind of going on in my life, what do I have to do, what's finished, and I don't know, I just find the entire kind of bullet journal migration process really relaxing personally. It just really brings a lot of calm to myself, which is great because I get stressed very easily. So usually filling in my 1 line day spread takes about 5 minutes. It just depends on how quickly I can think of a line to write, but usually it's actually pretty easy. And then after that, I go into the last step of my journaling routine, which is recording my morning pages. I started doing morning pages in December of 2019, and I did them throughout all of 2020. Some people ask me if I do them every single day. I try to, but I don't always get to it, and for me, it's not about doing it every day, it's just more about being consistent on the long run, so that's kind of what's helped me be really consistent, and I do have another video going over my morning pages tips and tricks, so I will link that below if you are interested. But I thought this would be a cool opportunity to show you guys how long it actually takes me to do my morning pages and show you guys a kind of sped up clip of me doing the entire morning pages process and writing them out. In case you don't know what morning pages is, it's essentially 3 pages of longhand stream of consciousness, which is essentially dumping all the thoughts out of your head onto a page, and you do that for 3 pages. It's not really about the quality of the writing, it's more about just dumping stuff out of your head and getting that 3 pages done. And that's something that I've really found really helpful in my life. As a chronic overthinker, I tend to get a lot of stuff piling up in my brain. So coming up with really effective strategies to empty all of that stuff out so I can be a bit more clear-headed going into the day is something that's a really valuable part of my morning. and a really valuable part of kind of creating a mentally well day, but also a productive day. I always like to do my morning pages in cursive just because that's what I find is faster, but I'm sure they would be just as good if I wrote them out. I just kind of like the looseness of the cursive and just kind of that haphazard approach. So because I didn't want to speed this up too much, because I wanted you guys to see kind of how long this actually takes me, I am going to just throw on a bit of relaxing music here until I'm done writing out my pages, and then I'll hop back in. But these pages took me about 10 minutes this morning. Normally it takes me about 10 to 15 minutes to fill out my morning pages, so that's kind of the timeline that I usually kind of fall within. So after I filled out my 3 pages, I like to put away my journals, and then that is kind of symbolizing the end of my morning journaling routine. Usually after this, I tragically have to change out of my robe and actually get dressed, and by this time I've usually finished my tea as well, so I either hydrate with some water or I make a second cup of tea. So that's kind of what I do right after this, and then I go ahead and start my day. But that is the end of my morning journaling routine. I hope you guys found this mildly entertaining, helpful, or a bit inspiring, and let me know what you like to do in the morning and what your personal routine is. I'd love to know. And besides that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all are doing well, and I will see you all in the next video.